watercolour a murky, mossy rock pebble riverbed like the photo in our reference image for today's tutorial. So we're going to start off with a kind of a yellow green pale colour to do some blobs. Now imagine these are our pebbles at the bottom of our riverbed. And they're going to go in with some light brown. So this looks quite dark, but as it dries you'll see it's a lot lighter in colour. It's like a biscuit brown that we're going over the top with, just to add some dimension to our pebbles. Now I'm going in with a kind of very lime green colour to add the almost like the mossy kind of texture that's going to shine through the water as we add that. Going into our shadows and the darker parts of our rocks with a very dark green, like a forest green. I'm doing it dots because rocks, when under the water, the colour kind of gets a bit distorted and the shape gets distorted, so I'm kind of doing it dotted to kind of add to the effect of it's at the bottom of our stream or our riverbed. Then I'm going in with a much darker green, so it's a very, very dark olive green, just to add those kind of fill in the gaps where the rocks would be touching but in the shadows. Going with some dark brown again, just to add into those darker places at the bottom of my pebbles, just to add that depth. And then in with a much kind of lighter, more orangey colour. Now I'm going in with my blending pen. Now to do with my blending pen, I'm just going to be blending it across in lines. So how water kind of ripples across in lines, it's a very steady flowing stream that's very, very clear. You can see the bottom. So I'm using my blending pen to go across in lines. Now you can't quite see it in this video, but I've kind of gone across in lines. Now I'm going in with my white Posca pen just to add those highlights of where the water ripples kind of would be. Imagining it's again like a stream, so we're going across in lines for this texture and kind of pulling the white pen around where maybe some of those rocks are peeking out through the top of the water and the water's kind of gathering in around them. Now I'm going back in with some of those darker colours just to kind of darken up some of those highlights. I'm actually colouring over the top of some of those white lines because in the reference picture it wasn't super duper bright and white, but there was elements of it being very bright in places and much darker in its highlight in others. So I'm just going in over the top to kind of get it to blend in a bit more, really emphasising those bits where maybe the pebbles are pointing up out of the water versus the ones that are underneath the water, and the light's just kind of catching it so it's almost a bit see-through. So there you have it. There's kind of a mossy, bottom of a stream, riverbed style texture. I'm going to call it flowing river/stream. And there you have it. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Let me know if you use it.